So if you guys remember last week, we installed a fuel level sender and we tried to install the fuel gauge, but for some reason the fuel gauge wasn't working. I assumed that it was my fuel level sender because I tested it and it came back as 0 ohms. So quick Google search showed me that if it comes back as 0 ohms, that means that your sender is broken. So I ordered another one. That got in today. After I pulled the old unit out, I tested it again, and this time I scratched the surface with my leads and I got the right resistance. So my sender wasn't broken, that was completely user error. But I did break it when I was trying to weld up the tank, so I'm gonna replace it with a new one anyway. I broke it and then I fixed it, and it would have worked if I didn't fail. Now here we are. I've got a new unit, so I'll put the new unit in anyway. But first we've got to get it set up the same way this old one is. And this time we can't see into the tank, so we got to do everything off of measurements. Now this one I'm going to test before I crawl under the truck. All right, that's it. Okay. Yep, and this time I'm gonna test it before I go inside. What does it say?
Or 187.5.
Perfect. This is better than 0. All right, so we got 187 point something on that my meter, and now this fuel gauge turns that into some percentage that it knows of, and should have something on there. 14%. Perfect. Now I'm gonna put some in it. Well, I made this tool to help me cut down or break down full-size sheets of plywood. It's 2 pieces of wood that's glued together. This just happens to be 1/2 inch. It just makes breaking down sheet good so much easier. And now we're going to use that to cut down all of our 3/4 inch stuff to go for walls and our 1/2 inch stuff for cabinets.
Okay. Alright, so after we drilled all of our pocket holes, we realized that the screw or the bit was not set to the right depth, and that was my fault. But so we had to do a little bit of extra drilling by hand afterwards, and it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Time to put it on the wall.